Hey guys, this is Hellhades. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, as you probably know by now, on my Twitch channel, Hellhades TV, we do live coaching sessions. Basically, they're redeemable, they're totally free, and we had a father and son redeem coaching at the same time. What we're looking at here is accounts which are only about 3 months old, that have had some cash blown on them, and I tried to steer them in the right direction to get them through some really important content in the game. Hopefully you can take some tips from this yourself. By no means are they like hyper whales, and by no means were they in like dire straits. However, we put them on the straight and narrow. So enjoy the video, guys, and I'll catch you in another one soon. Okay. So we'll do yours then, Mateo. We'll go into Raz Times next, and we'll kind of do like a back-to-back coaching session, father and son. Let's try that. Okay then, so Mateo, let's do yours first. So as you say, you're only 80 odd days in, which is still, it's like a young account, right? Less than 3 months in. You say your Great Hall's shockingly bad. It's actually not that bad. You've started to get some gold going on. I guess you're pushing now for level 9 and 10 for missions and stuff. Let's have a look at your champions then. Yeah, I mean, this is obviously someone that is putting some effort into this. So, okay, nice. So you got Madame, Miscreated Monster, Royal Guard. Got yourself a Skull Crusher coming through. I'd say, I mean, you've got some gold in here, but it's actually, they're not the best champions in the world. Like, for multiple areas of content, you know? Lots of epics, though. Look at all these epics. Okay. So if I'm thinking about champions that I would 6-star out of these for specific content, and you're saying you really want help on Spider, Dragon, and Clan Boss, yeah? So for Clan Boss, you've got... Let me just check you haven't got a Man-Eater lurking somewhere, because that's basically the go-to now. Don't think you have. No. So for Clan Boss, Skull Crusher's a huge win for you to level a Skull Crusher up. For a counter attack, you've got... Who's your decreased attack right now? Do you have one? No. Yeah, you really... Oh, you got Madame. Yeah, Madame's okay at it, but only until like early game. After early game, she starts to drop off, and you want someone who's just a bit... Who just does a bit more work, really. You're actually struggling a bit for a good decrease attacker here. Not seeing one. Anyone seeing one pop out? Check the vault. Rear guard's okay at it, yeah. Yeah, so actually that's probably your biggest concern, I'd say. Some of the rares are actually not bad at doing it. So someone like a veteran, if you've got him... Veteran here, it's not bad at doing it. Someone like a Bog Walker's not bad at doing it. But I guess for now, you could just stick with your Madame. It's not a terrible idea. Coffin Smasher's also good at it, yeah. But you kind of looks like you're... Fane, yeah, Fane's okay, but Fane, again, like, because of cooldowns, she's a bit unreliable at it. She's a bit unreliable to keep it up 100% of the time. So she's basically got... So it goes on for 2 turns and it books to a 3-turn cooldown, which works. But because this goes to a 4-turn cooldown, I think she's actually pretty unreliable on it. But I might be wrong. Might be wrong on that. Was there a coffin in the vault, was there? So maybe Coffin Smasher. But to be fair, like, for where we are, we've already got a level 60 Madame. I'd say stick with Madame for now, because she can keep it up 100% of the time. You just got to make sure that she's running fast enough, and work your way into a decreased attack champion as like a next priority once you get there. But Skull Crusher, Madame, you want your poison. I think a Cult Brawler would be good for that for your account. I don't know how close you are to fusing a Razin, but Razin would be quite big for you here as well. But even if not, like maybe Fane should be built out anyway, because Fane will also bring decreased defense and weaken, which you don't have. Yeah, you actually don't have that, really don't have a Clan Boss team built at all right now. None of your built champions are Clan Boss focused. So you've almost got to work from the ground up. And you just got to cover the bases. So it's got to be a decreased attack, decreased defense, poisoner, you know, etc. Yeah, we've got Kale. Kale's like, Kale for this level of account already, Kale is okay, but he's not going to be the end game. He's not going to be the end game. So if we're thinking about Dragon then, Dragon, you're probably going to end up be using Kale, Apothecary, probably Royal Guard. Again, like your decreased defense at the moment is Madame. You've been unlucky not to have pulled a better decreased defense champion with all of these epics that you've got. Do we not have a Tyrell sitting in here somewhere? No. Not a stag? Crazy. The amount of epics you've got, you've not got any of those few. So I think Madame's got to go in. You'd probably want to prioritize building up Seer and Morsean Mage for wave clear. So you've kind of got two big wave clearers here, decreased defense here. Those three will clear waves in no time at all. So I would probably run these three, then bring someone else in that's going to either give you time to reset those abilities or actually reset those abilities if you've got like a veteran or not veteran, renegade or someone coming up. And then you just need a poisoner in the team. That would be... oh yeah, we do have Zardala. Yeah. That's a good shout. So Zardala would be good to come in for your decreased defense actually. But I would probably be running Seer, Morsean Mage, short-term Madame, longer-term Zardala. And then you'd want somebody to control wave 2 unless you can get a reset off. So if you've got a Renegade somewhere, here, Renegade can be your reset, and then you just need a Poisoner to finish the Dragon off. So you've actually got a very, very strong Dragon setup in the making. DJ, thanks for the 6 months, buddy. Thank you. Kale can do the poisoning part. Kale's actually fine for that. Frozen Banshee down there as well, yeah. But you've got Kale at 60. Kale can be that poisoner for this clan, for the Dragon run. So the challenge, I think, is Spider. Let's just see where you are in these dungeons. Are you actually clearing 20? No, you're not. If you're not clearing 20 there, I'd say you're way behind here. Yeah, okay. So what have we got? What have we got? So probably similar to what we did yesterday, I'd say for Spider is going to be your longer term play. You've actually got great Spider champions, yeah? So if we took him out and her out for a second, she's not bad here, by the way. But Sylar, way better. Ultimate Gaelic will be, you just came in. How you doing, mate? Will be a kind of champion to fit the team. Probably you'd end up doing like Seeker here. You don't want so much damage coming out with Royal Guard if you're going with a burn. So actually all you want is turn meter reduction at that point. Which could be someone like your Armiger, and Armiger doubles up as your tank as well. So I'd say this is actually a really strong team. They're all built bad. Yeah, you just got to fix the builds. But this is the team that will get you through Spider all the way to 20. All the way. So you want Seeker to be faster than Ultimate Gaelic. You want accuracy, crit rate, HP here, speed here with defensive stats, high tank, low HP, high crit rate, high accuracy, lots of stats you need here. But yeah, I mean, they're all kind of 50s, so you've actually got a ton of work to do to get this account ready. But then you've been playing the game for like 89 days, so you've got the champions, you just need to level them. It's a bit like I say to a lot of people, get more 60s. What's your next thing to do on the account? Get more 60s. That's where you're at still. You still need more level 60 champions to really do what you want to do. But you've got brilliant champions. So yeah, so that's kind of priorities. Priority for you is just leveling more champs and then working on your gearing. Does Gaelic need to be a 60? No, he doesn't need to be. The question normally is, can you get to the build you need without him being a 60? A lot of these champions can work at 50. A lot can work at 50, but it's kind of dependent on if you've got the gear to enable them to work at 50. Because leveling from 50 to 60 actually gives you a load of stats. That's mainly what it does. So your base stats, look, here's a base stat 10k here. and 688 defense. If we took him to a 60, so we gain an extra like 5k health, an extra 300 defense. Yeah, and those numbers are huge to staying alive. Huge for staying alive. He needs someone to put attack up on for him, or you click the spider and he puts attack up himself. That's what you need to work on. It will be. Let me just have a quick look at your gearing while we're in. Yeah. Most aggressive style champions like this, you want HP chests on so they don't just get targeted. So if I was to critique this build, I'd be saying HP chest, crit rate gloves, fine. Speed boots, fine. You want accuracy here if you can get it. I'm guessing you're short. But you do want to get back up your accuracy level because at the moment he's not landing some of his abilities. Sylar, good accuracy, good speed. This is a nice build considering she's a 50. This works. Miscreated Monster, pretty nice build as well. Madame's a good build. Kale is a strong build. Apothecary could do with a bit more defense. He could probably do with being in defense gloves rather than those. I guess you're doing that for his speed, but defense gloves, defense chest, speed boots ideally. So yeah, you just got to concentrate now on leveling more champions and getting your builds tight, I would say. You paired with Doom Priest. Yeah, that works really well as well. Anyone who puts that increased attack buff up and brings something else to the table, that's what you want. Okay, so let's do a comparison then to Mateon's dad, Raz Times. Let's see what we got. I think it's quite cool that father and son are playing the same game as well. It's pretty awesome. So obviously it looks like Mateon's put a bit of cash into the game, 90 days in. A bit of info about the account then. Day 85, so it looks like you've been playing almost, what, identical amount of days or nigh on. Level 61, so a couple of levels more. Just completed a double man eater team for Nightmare, nice. Looks like you had a bit of luck with the void pools. You're doing less than 20 million on Nightmare at the moment. Okay. You've got into Gold 4, but feel only get there due to bot teams. You run Skull Crown, Madame, Seeker, and Trunda. Seeker, Trunda. Okay. Strong team. Been working on Great Hall and getting more serious about farming Dragon. Can't do 20 yet. You'd like to see... you'd like to keep a collection of champions in your vault. Looking forward to Doom Tower. Okay. Okay. So... let's have a look around then. So basically the same amount of days into the game, which is cool. Good comparison. Your game is completely free to play, Mateo. Is it? That doesn't look like a free to play account after 80 days, man. Whoa, look at this. Oh, your dad put cash in on your account. Is that what you're saying? Right. I was going to say, I'm not buying that one. I'm not buying that one. Big Mark, thanks for the sub, mate. Right, let's have a look. So let's compare Great Halls then. Kind of similar, actually. Kind of similar. So let's have a look at some champions here then. What's the difference? Still a ton of gold. Ton of gold. So you got a Saito, which is cool. I'd say like my initial reaction here is that Raz, you've been luckier with pulls. Like generally, like my initial feel is you've got way more to work with than Mateo in terms of champions to cover clan boss and to cover arena really effectively. Yeah, you got really good champions here. So doing the double man eater is absolutely the right thing to do for this account for clan boss. Totally the right way to go. You actually got a bat eater here, but don't forget, guys, they're like 90 days into the game. So having enough speed gear to do that at 90 days in, unless they bought gear, it's basically impossible. Pretty much impossible. Yeah, bat eater's really gear intensive. It's really tough. But doing double man-eater is not that tough. So double man-eater with some poison. Who are you using for your other champions then? Frozen Banshee. You could even have Sato in there because he just hits like a truck and brings decreased defense. Probably a cool one to bring in. Double man-eater Sato. Don't think he does any turn meter increase, does he? No. Double man-eater Sato, Frozen Banshee, and somebody else, probably Fane, I guess, for more poison. And a lot of damage. So yeah, plenty of damage here in this team for a... You tried Sato, but got less than with the current team. Who's your current team? So Raz, you're running... Oh, so you've got Bad L in there, okay. So I feel like... I guess you're running Tyrell because he's a 60 right now. But I wouldn't run Tyrell long term here. Saito shines with counterattack. Okay. So I would be bringing Tyrell out and either running Fane or... Do you have an ally attack? Yeah, Tyrell's great champion, but take him out of this lineup because he's so good elsewhere in the game, and with unkillables, you just don't need him. No, it doesn't look like... I can't see an ally attack unless I'm missing one. No, so that would be... So the upgrades for your team would be, if you got a counter attack, you'd put him in. If you got an ally attack, you'd put him in. Let's check the vault. Again, I've got a ton of champs here. You do have a Catacomb, actually, so Catacomb could come in. He does have an option for the Bat Eater, yeah. We were just saying that earlier, but the Batman Eater needs a lot of speed gear, right, to make it work. A lot of speed gear, so it's quite hard to pull off. Yeah, it's very gear intensive. But he's got the champions to do it. What it would do, it would absolutely ruin his arena team right now. So I think he's right to stick with double man-eater because it's much easier to build. And he's got an easy like 3-key Ultra Nightmare double man-eater here. So let's have a look where we are in dungeons then. Dragon and Spider were the two. So, on to 19. Pretty similar to Mateo. Okay. This kind of works. Decreased defense. I like it. Protection. Poison plus damage. Plus healing and cleanse. I would actually question here if Seer is the way to go. And the reason I say that is because all of the protection this team brings... Seer removes to do damage. And I would imagine you're probably getting to the point where you're nearly winning. Seer cleans off all of your protection and kills you. Which, if you don't run a team that makes Seer work, that could be a problem. So at the moment, when you get to the boss, you've got some poison already, I guess. I wonder if I would do this, maybe. If he was built. Yeah, HP's a little bit low here. Accuracy's a bit low as well. Let's just have a quick check through. Accuracy's a bit low. So your builds are actually builds that are ready for like stage 16, but not stage 20. That might be why you're struggling actually. So your builds probably were good when you did them. This build's fairly strong, but look at this accuracy. So many chances to lay your abilities will be going begging because you're not prioritizing your accuracy enough. Accuracy is like the stat to build. I'll tell you what I'm doing on my website, which we're throwing in all the info for right now. Let me just show you a couple of not setups, but a couple of of the screens for champions, right? And what I'm trying to get through in this website, and it probably will still fail, but we'll try. We try hard with these things. So if I look at Draco, someone who is strong kind of anywhere in the game, yeah? And don't forget, it's not completely finished, but what I'm trying to get across to people is the stat priority, the first stat in the priority for a Draco is accuracy. And probably about 90% of the champions for PvE on my website have got accuracy as their primary stat to build out. Like accuracy, so get to the right accuracy for where you are, then get to the speed that you want, then get enough health so you stay alive if you're doing dungeons, or enough defense so you stay alive if you're doing something like clan boss. Then you start building your damage stuff out, okay? So yeah, so I think if you just put more accuracy into all of these builds, you probably just go ahead and win this stage. Like, I think you would just win it. I'm pretty confident that you would. And let's just see it running through. So I don't know if you saw then, we had about 2 of the Tyrell hits get resisted. So I'd say this team should get us to the dragon. This account's definitely, it's gearing. It's all about gearing, Will, yeah. All about gearing. And the gearing's not terrible, right? That's what's quite hard to understand. The gearing is fine, but it looks to me like the champions were geared back when Raz was trying to beat stage 12 and 13, and then he's just kind of played it through, and now actually he needs to take the gearing up to the next level. So look, we're just... I don't know if block D+ was on before he tried his decreased defense, but basically we're not landing enough. Yeah, so you basically have to take yourself and upgrade your builds. We might lose Kale here. If we lose Kale, it's a bit of a nightmare because he's a lot of our damage on the boss. Bad El's trying to keep him going. See, we've got crazy champions, really. We've got crazy champs. Warlord in the mix, Bad El in the mix. I mean, Bad El can solo dragon, let alone with a team. But we need to get up to sort of more towards that 200, 220 accuracy level on everyone, whilst maintaining good speeds and good defense numbers, you know. Oh, you haven't changed the deal on those champs, Raz. Yeah, so that's all it is. And you know what? I'll tell you what it's similar to. It's similar to me on Dragon Champions, right? Dragon Champions, I level someone up. I put gear on them that's good at the time. I then play around with the game. And because I'm playing it fairly casually, when I then level someone else up, I give them the best gear I've got at that moment in time. I don't go back and re-gear probably my best champions with my best gear. And... you know, I guess that's what a lot of raid players will do. It's, you know, if you're playing it quite casually, it's a lot of work to do it. Until you get your head around how to do it, it's quite a lot of work to do it. Yeah, it does make it fun. Once you get your head into it and you really want to play the game, it makes it a lot of fun because, I mean, there's no other game like Raid that has or in terms of this genre, that has so much diversity in the way you could gear people. So this team does it. I mean, it's slow, but this team does it. We just needed a bit more poison than what you had before. This team also does stage 20. This team does stage 20 easily. Like, there's nothing wrong with the team setup. I mean, if I was to change anything, I would probably change Miscreated for more speed. But to do that, you need better builds elsewhere. Yeah, but... you did see quite a few resists through the run. The more resists you get, the more chance you've got of not having a 100% team. Yeah? So, again, like, similar to Mateo, both of you guys, you need to work on your gearing, but you're not in a bad shape. You've just got to kind of pick it up. Let's have a quick look at your spider as well, see how you're getting on there. But for 90 odd days in, both of you are doing well. So yeah, Spider in a similar place. I would say both of you concentrate on Spider like as quickly as you can, because if you don't have your banners and you don't have your amulets and that type of stuff, it makes it really hard to get to those accuracy numbers that you now need. You've almost progressed through the game quicker than you were meant to, in essence. You've kind of fast-tracked the game by getting a lot of champions, which is cool. It's fine. That's one way you can do it. But by doing that, it means that you've outrun the gear requirement for where you are in the game. So it's very hard to pick that up. However, you've got crazy champions. So, you know, there's no reason why you can't just go ahead and do it. So she is built to burn. That's not bad. HP burn strats work better the further you get on through the game. Miscreated Monster in there feels like the one. Again, I feel like you just do this. Maybe you've got a lot of the wrong affinities here, which might be holding you back a bit. But if the teams are built right, I think you just do it. Was she really slow? Bit slow. Not crazy slow, but a bit slow. Pretty fast. Yeah, I see we got a stag, so we swap that over. I'm just seeing... I think we do that. Does this just do it? Got an armager as well. Not built though. The thing I worry about here is, do you actually stay alive? Stag Knight's pretty slow as well. Yeah, I mean, he's not in a place to tank anything up. That's the trouble. So he'll end up taking a load of damage and just dying. But Tyrell might be able to tank for us. Let's just try one run here. When you're at stage 15, you want a lot of AoE damage. And HP burn's actually not the way to go. Was Stag's accuracy low as well, Dante, was that? Yeah. So what we're doing here is we're actually pushing Tyrell in just to be the tank. So even though he's got low accuracy, he should be able to tank for us for a reasonable amount of time at least. If we get big shields off. Good shields, yeah. And we've got healing from Bad L. So all you're then doing is you're relying on... Really, you're relying on the Heartseekers to do your damage. But I think you might be let down by the way you're geared. But this team will do it. This team definitely does it. And you've got the champions to definitely get you to stage like 17 minimum, if not stage 20, to be honest. So here we go. This team, as I thought, this team wins, but we'll need stat improvements to get yourself to 20. But yeah, okay, Raz, you've got the champs. Just a bit of an improvement to your gearing and you'll be solid, man. Nice. The nice thing is the two that we've done there both work on auto. So there you have it, guys. Another 2 coaching sessions done. I hope you get some good tips and tricks from those coaching sessions. Leave a comment below if you like this type of content and would like to see more of it. And come and join us on Twitch, Hellhades TV, and you can see some of this stuff live. I've been Hellhades. I'll catch you later.